Hey, welcome back everybody. So we're down here getting ready to pick up our sheet metal at Williams Auto Paint Supply. So if you haven't already hit that like button, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe now, because you're not going to want to miss what we got coming up. So what we're doing, we're picking up our sheet metal for our new build that we got going on. This is kind of a build that a bunch of us have come together on in order to do for a 15-year-old kid out in Missouri named Aidan. So this is what we're doing. We're getting ready to go ahead and get this started. So let's get into this, folks. And then we can continue on down through the rest of the rocker here and keep peeling all this back and getting all this rust and nastiness out of here so we can get this all put in new with our new metal. So that's what we're currently doing right now. Like I said, we've got most of it cut out. We've got everything where it needs to be. Now if you notice, let's zoom in here real quick. If you notice right here, I left this back a little bit and right through here because I know on my template over here I've already got it, but to where it sits right here I'll probably have to grind it and profile it a little bit better in order to get it a little bit closer. But that's kind of what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm going to take the grinder on the last thing before I weld it in, get it all to fit right, and then I'm going to start the tack. So for now, like I said, let's get back into this and get the rest of this rust removed. Alright, so we've got most of our affected area cut out on the passenger side there, so we're going to go ahead and cut our metal to fit in the place that we cut out the rust. So let's get into this. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get started welding in the rocker panel here. So let's go ahead and get that going, and next we'll start on the other side, and then we'll do the bed sides and metal's in. So let's get after it, folks. Alright, so we are going to get a little bit of Bondo on this here, or whatever you guys want to call it, body filler. So That way, that's why you'll see why I did what I did now. So that way it's just much easier to fill, and it comes out very nice with the ledge and everything the way I've got it set up. So when all this is said and done, it'll just be like the way it was. A little bit more, and then it's just about ready to sand here as soon as I get the rest of this done, so no biggie. Okay folks, so we've got this rocker welded in, and I've got some filler on it here, so that way we'll start smoothing everything out after I get this last little piece in up front here, because I got a little section I gotta take care of right there. But you may have noticed that I took the hammer to it after I ground it, and you're kind of wondering what it is I was doing, I'm sure. So basically, if you notice, when I welded this piece in right here, we'll go up here on this end. When I welded this piece in right here, I left just a little bit of the original panel protruding from the new panel that I'm welding in. Now what I did is, when I took the welder, I actually started on the old panel, burned into the new panel so it would flush itself out. That also leaves a little bit of a recess that I can fill on so it flushes out, and it looks really good when you do that. You can't really tell the repair, and that's the reason I do that. Now, if you notice, I went ahead and I got filler on the remainder of it. Obviously this end's not done because I got a little piece, but I'm out of time today. But that I went ahead and got covered up because I didn't want it to rust. So that way when I go to sand this, after I get the rest of it in. But as of right now, it's pretty solid. But now something I do want to go over real quick, and I want to give you guys a little bit of a tip here. You know, the filler that I'm using, they call it self-leveling filler. It's by Robo, and I love it. I mean, I'm not paid to say this or anything. I really like this filler. This is their Max Light Ultra premium lightweight body filler, and I've used it on several projects. You know, a lot of people, well, filler is filler. Yes and no. Don't get me wrong, we've had tested Robo on the channel before, just as a little quick thing because I wanted to know, and this is actually a step up from that we tested, and it's even better. So if you guys haven't checked this stuff out yet, and if you're just a backyard enthusiast, hey, check this stuff out. You're gonna love it. I mean, it sands easy, it's really light, and it's very sturdy. So like I said, I'm impressed with the, you know, the performance of it. Like I said, I've used the other grade of Robo, which is a little step down below it, like I said, and it's very light, easy to sand, but this is even better, so I can't go wrong with it. But anyway, folks, like I said, we're going to get back into this panel here tomorrow, so let's get into that and stay tuned, and we'll be back on this first thing in the morning, so let's get after it. Okay, so it's another day, and we have got this other little piece welded in here, and almost done with all of our filler. I think we got it for the most part. We may have to put another application on in a couple spots, but for the most part, I think we've got enough on there. It should feather out nicely and give us a nice finish, and then we're ready for some prime. And after that, move on to the next, and then we'll paint it all together. So let's get into this and get this stuff sanded. All right, folks, so we are getting ready to go ahead and start in on this other side here. I've pretty well got the other side finished out where I want it before I can get some prime on it. I'll go ahead and show you that real quick here. So that's what it looks like after we've got it all replaced. And like I said, it's all nice and smooth there without all the crust and rust. So this thing is taking shape fairly nice. So let's get this other side done here. All right, so now we're doing a rocker on the other side, so let's go ahead and get this cut out so we can move on to the next. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get this other rocker cut to size so we can go ahead and get it welded in the truck. And after that, the rockers are almost done. Then we start on the bedside. So let's get into this, folks. All right, looks like we've got the rockers pretty well to completion on this side. So now, let's move on to the next. All right, so we have got the rockers done. Now, we're gonna be moving on to the bedsides here, and we're gonna be putting this in, which is our replacement panels for the rust, and the rust repair on that. So I'm going to show you guys how we do that. Unfortunately, we don't have time to do that in this episode. So on the next episode, we're going to be concentrating on trying to get the bed straight and getting some primer on the rockers and the bed, because I'm going to prime them both at the same time while we got in the shop. And then that way I can put my doors back on it and get everything sealed up. But for now, like I said, we're out of time. But thanks for watching, folks. And if you want to see more of this, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss the next episode. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next episode.